Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing really well. So, in today's session, we'll be discussing prepositions and what are prepositions. We'll try to understand no so that whenever you are asked any question related to preposition, you are able to answer it with confidence and with accuracy. So, as you can see this image, in signifies what, on, under, next to, behind, in front of, between. This we have done since childhood and we are very much aware of all of these usages of preposition, but a little slight deep analysis of preposition will be of no harm. So we'll just try and take you through the kinds and types of preposition, how to use, when to use, and what kind of questions do come in our exams. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so in today's session we'll be discuss. First of all, let me tell you the definition of it. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by it stands in regard to something else. For example, he is fond of coffee, the cat jumped off the chair. So you see, off and off. It sounds similar, but there is a difference in meaning of off and double o double f off. Okay, so we'll try and figure this out in the whole session. So how many types of prepositions are there? The first type of preposition is simple preposition. It is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation with another noun, pronoun, adjective, verb in the same sentence. For example, the teachers are in the staff room. I bought this piece of fabric from a shopkeeper. So this is showing a relation with another noun, pronoun or adjective or verb. Okay, so this is how a simple preposition is used. What is a compound preposition? Just like compound mixtures, we have compound prepositions. Some compound prepositions are generally formed by prefixing a preposition to a noun, an adjective or an adverb. Example, she stood beside me. The path runs along the river. We sat inside the car and talked for hours. So, beside, along, inside, compound. You see, in is used here, a is used here with long, beside, side and b is combined and it is used. So, any two things when come together and form a different meaning is basically a compound thing. So, similarly, this is a compound preposition. What are phrase preposition? It's a group of words used with the force of a single preposition. We went out in spite of the snowfall. As a consequence of his accident, he could not finish the project in time. In course of time, they realized their mistake. So this is how we will be using phrase preposition in respective sentences. Like I'm just trying to introduce you to the types. So this is one another type of preposition. Now, what is object of preposition? Whenever we use any preposition for an object, in simple terms, whenever we use any preposition for the object of a sentence, it is called object of preposition. The noun or noun equivalent, pronoun, adverb, gerund, infinitive, adverbial clause or any clause that can be used as the object of preposition before which preposition is placed is called its object. For example, the book is on the table. So, I am using on for table. He is dependent on me. Get out from here. He is fond of swimming. Time goes very quickly. So we are using these. This is adverbial phrase which is being used here. Okay, this is gerund. This is for adverb. This is for pronoun, and this is for being used for noun. So see, for different parts of speech, differently we are using preposition, and that is known as object of preposition when used for these many things. Now, relationship expressed by preposition: place, at, on, in, inside, within, by, near, behind, beyond, among, between, above, below, beneath, over, under, to, towards, into, out of, onto, across, along, down, past, round, through. So, time, for time we represent, these are some basic set of prepositions which we use, but how are we expressing it? For time we use at, on, in, during, for, after, before, by, since, till, throughout, until. For reason, for giving any reason we use because of, despite, for similarities, as, like, unlike, than. For addition of something with, without. For means of something by or with. Similarly, if some of the basic rules which of prepositions are that a preposition is placed at the end of a sentence in the following ways. When relative pronoun is that, he is the that you are looking for. or he is the one that you are looking for. Preposition will be kept at the end. If a preposition governs a relative pronoun, then also preposition will be used in the end. This is the girl whom I spoke about. Okay. Rule number, some other rules, respective rules of it is, when the relative pronoun is understood, preposition will again be used at the end. This is the man you spoke to. If a preposition governs an interrogative pronoun or interrogative adverb, then also it will be used in the end. What are you looking at? When the preposition is used with the infinitives at the end of the sentence, do you have a desk to sit on? When the object governed by the preposition is placed first, he is known to all the school over. Okay, so this is how we will be using preposition. Rule 2 says a preposition can also be used at the beginning of an interrogative sentence, in which apartment do you live, beginning of the sentence. To whom are you talking to, beginning of the sentence, which is producing a question also. Rule 3 says there are many words which can be used as prepositions or as adverbs. The most important of these are about, above, across, along, before, below, behind, besides, by, down, in, near, off, over, past, round, through, under, up. Now, what are prepositions? What are adverbs? Just understand the difference. She was here before 6. She has completed this before, or she has done this before. They were behind us. They are long away behind. The mall is just round the corner. Come round and see me this evening. So this is how we will be using prepositions for adverbs or in place of adverbs, and this is how we will be using it as prepositions. Next rule says the verbs which are placed immediately after preposition are usually in gerund form. She insisted on buying a refrigerator, gerund form. They left the hotel without paying the bill, gerund form. In or within. In refers to the end of a period of time, usually in the future. He will go back in a month. And within refers to the end of a period within the specified time. He will return within 2 weeks. So this is how we will be using in and within with respect to time. Uses for, while, during. Very common, but yet there is a difference. That difference only we have to understand. For is used with a period of time to express duration or how long something has happened. For example, for 2 weeks, for many years. While is used with an adverb as in the following case. While I was playing, while I lived in Delhi. During is used with a noun to express the time when something happened. During class, during my exams. At and in are very closely related to each other, and commonly we confuse also. We get confused between these two words, and we usually put at in place of in and in place of at. So this is how you will be using it. We use at with a position, address, activity or journey, whereas in is used for something big enough to be around a person, road, building, city and a country. Vanita was in the school. It was dark in the hall. On, at, in. I had my breakfast at 10 o'clock exact timing. We graduated in the year 2003, like referred timing, okay, within a long duration, specified duration, and it can be any time of that time. I met him on Friday. Which Friday? Don't know, but on Friday. So for days and dates we use on. For time we use at, and for year we use in. Now, when do we use before, during, after, until, by? I am always busy during the day to show the duration. They had to leave immediately after the breakfast. The audience was excited before the show began. I am very busy until Friday. We shall be returning home by this month. So, see, this is how we use it in a sentence form. Now, prepositions from, since, for with reference to time. From, since indicates a point of time. For example, I have not seen her since Friday. I have not seen her from January. So you see, small period of time, long period of time. But when we use for, it indicates a length or a period of time. I have not seen her for a year, a very long duration. Okay. Some more important rules are that it is by my watch and not in my watch. What is the time? By your watch, not in my watch. Okay. Use of on is used on days and dates. On Saturday, on the 15th of August. Beside is used, beside basically means by the side of. So my office is beside the Durga temple. Besides means in addition to something. Besides mathematics we taught English. So whenever there is an addition of something, you use besides for addition, and whenever you mean that at your side or at the side of, then you will use beside. Between and among. So between is used for two-person. Distribute these chocolates between the two boys. And among is used for more than two-person or thing. The girls were fighting among themselves. So how many girls? You don't know. You know that there are more than two, but not two. If there is two, then between, and more than two, among. Okay, I'll just give you some sample and practice questions so that you understand. It is surprising indeed. It is surprising indeed that he has an access all. So which preposition will be used here? All the important leaders of the country. So you have to tell which part of preposition will be used here. It is surprising indeed that he has an access about, by, to, of. All important leaders. Access will always take to with it. Access to all the important leaders in the country. The trouble originated. The trouble originated dash a pretty quarrel. Originated in a petty quarrel. In will be used with originated. Okay. Next question is, it is due to their lethargy that the plan fell. Fell will always take through with it, which means to collapse. So fell will be taking through, fell through. About, oh sorry. Okay, Trump originated in, right? Whereas this one will take two. Okay, just marking the answers. Okay, next question. He felt very much grateful to, for, with, on his boss for the kindness he had shown in granting him leave. Grateful takes to after it. So grateful to, I am grateful to God, I am grateful to my parents, I am grateful to my boss, all of this. Next. Every one of us will have to atone of, for, by, with his or her misdeeds. So you have to basically apologize. So for apologizing we use for. Atone for, which means to apologize. Next. The consequences of his haughtiness were that his services were dispensed with, about, from, up by his master. So dispensed always takes with. Dispensed with. Next question says, these days everybody complains away of, through, over high prices of commodities. Complains of or about. Of or about. About can also be used. Okay. Next is, which magazine do you subscribe of, for, to, into? Subscribe to. Subscribe to my channel. We usually hear that. Okay, subscribe. Okay, next, we must not carp from, with, about, in the errors of our ancestors. Carp. Okay, carp from, with, about. So about, carp, about can also be the answer. Carp at can also be the answer, which means, like, if we find fault with something and complain continuously unnecessary about it, we are carping about, or we are carping at something. Okay, next. A preface by, to, of, over a book introduces the book. A preface to a book introduces the book.